Alrighty. This video is how to add a contact in your InTouch CRM. So we want to start out at mycbdesk.com and we want to click on our InTouch tile. If you are a brand new agent with the company, you will have to click on InTouch. You should have been able to do this during your onboarding process, but you want to click on that and you want to activate your InTouch system. Once it's activated, we're able to open that up. You're going to see this blue menu bar here at the top. I'll make it just a little larger so we can both see it easily. Under contacts here, we're going to click on that button. We're going to bypass all contacts and the recently active, and we're going to go straight in and we're going to create a contact. This is where we're able to view all the information needed. You will need a first name and a last name. If you do not have a last name, let's say I have Susie, I can add a dot for her last name. Just note that anytime I send anything to Susie, it will have a dot for her last name. Maybe I only have an initial. I can do that as well if I need to. You'll see there is an asterisk there for the name. The first and the last name is required to put anyone in the system. Also, phone numbers have a double asterisk and has a double asterisk, and the email signature as well, because you need one or the other. So if I have a phone number for her, let's say we have a phone number. So she's 410-777-7777. Here, also preferred method of contact. I'm going to put phone since I do not have an email. Maybe I'll have text because it is in the mobile number. If you add text and you have a work number or home phone, it will not allow you to save it. It will let you know you do need a cell phone number. If I click email for preferred method of contact, it will come back and let me know I need to put in an email address. Also, I can add a mailing address if I need to, any notes that I need. And you'll see here field required, one or the other of this is required, or an address. So you have either one phone number or one email address or one mailing address. As long as you can get in touch, you can put them in your InTouch. I can click here to send a welcome email to Susie Q. I can also go through and type anything that I want. I don't have to add that if I don't want to. And then I definitely want to make sure that I'm putting Susie Q into a group. So you'll see here, I wish that it would automatically be there, but you do have to click on groups. It's going to show you the groups, and I can say, oh, she's in my car club, or maybe she's in my friends and family. Now, if my car club is assigned a specific marketing campaign, then Susie Q will automatically get the campaign that these Old Line Chasers Car Club, anybody in this group receives. So I don't want to go too crazy and put her in all of the different groups, because if they're all scheduled for different marketing campaigns, she will get many, many campaigns and she will unsubscribe. So I have my sphere of influence set up on my monthly newsletter, and then maybe the car club set up on something else. I don't think 2 campaigns is too many. That's probably my max. And I would go ahead and save her to the system. You'll see it's going to think for a hot minute and a half, and the contact was successfully created. I can then go in and add details to Susie Q. I can add an email. I can add additional information, her birthday. If she purchases a home, I can add that purchase anniversary as well. If Susie Q comes through my website, I will be able to see any of her favorites here. I can create a saved search for Susie Q in the system. Just to say, oh, maybe she's looking at, Joppa homes for sale. Joppa homes for sale. I can add the information and save that as well. I can add her address here, her mailing address if I need to. If I want to see everything she's viewed on my website or send her listing alerts, I can upgrade to Pro. That is $175 per year. You can see here I don't have an email. I do have a number, and I do have a reminder in the system to follow up with her later automatically. I can add the transaction here if I'm working with her. All that information will be found there. And again, here is my dashboard. I can add a reminder. If I have a meeting, a phone call, or a task, when would I like the system to remind me? What information do I need to remind myself of? And a note, maybe I met Susie Q at the open house for 123 Anchor Drive on Sunday, September 26th. I'm a very wordy person, you can say. She was wearing a green shirt and Mets baseball hat. We spoke about her moving from New York to Maryland for her job as a chef. I don't know. I'm a wordy person, so I'm going to save that information in there, and you can see here, anytime I go in to look at Susie Q, I'm going to remember who she is. I can look at just my notes. I can look at anything that I've sent to her. I don't have anything in the inbox. Have I sent her any emails? I have not. Any reminders in the system, etc. And I can just look at everything I can see. So I lied a little bit. So she is now signed up for 3 different campaigns. I do teach this as a class, so I may have inadvertently added another one. Usually I only send to 2, but she's going to get my monthly newsletter, my home care advice once a month, and then any offbeat holidays that come through. And I can always go in and edit that if I need to. So that is how you add a contact at any time. When I come into my home screen, I can type Susie up here, and I'm going to get Susie Q right there. I can click on her and I can get into that information very easily. Now, that is the basics of how you add one contact, but maybe I have a list of contacts. I want to go ahead and import those contacts. You do want to make sure you have groups set up ahead of time. I'll show you that in just a sec. But here are some tips for preparing your list. Please do read through this in its entirety. Watch the short 2-minute, 44-second video, the 4-minute video here. You definitely want to go through every piece of this. It's going to show you how to import your contacts effectively and efficiently. If you want to start an import, excuse me, it will give you some additional information. You want to use the file template provided. Once I download that file template and I open it, what's going to happen is it's going to give me a lot of columns. Those columns cannot be deleted or it will not work. And that has to do with the coding in the system. I am able to, you know, if I have somebody that has a long name, maybe I have somebody with a really long name, and then I want to go ahead and make these a little bit longer. I can do that. You will have your email address here in column I. You will have cell phone in column F, home phone column G, work phone column H. Remember, we have to have one or the other. Or you may be saying, where is the address? The address is over here. You're going to find that in Z. I'm sorry, in double A, double B, AC, and AD. So we need this information completed for a physical address. If you're adding one, you can also add a note there at the end. So once you have one that's already uploaded, you will see here, I need to choose my file. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose someone's random file that I have here on my computer. I'm not going to actually upload it, but I'll show you the process. So I've uploaded my CSV file. I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going to have to match. So we're matching everything, the first name and the first name, the last name. Cell and mobile is the same, email addresses, street, city, address, you know, you get the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next. If nothing is incorrect, I can add, are they cold? Are they warm? what type of status is this? Are they a buyer and a seller? Maybe they're personal contacts, past clients, vendors, etc. And what group do I want them in? Now, I like to show this first because I like to show you can't add a group here. You can in Prospect Square, you cannot in InTouch. So I always go by the side of caution. I always add my group first, no matter what tool I'm in. So I'm looking for a particular group. I don't have it in here yet. So I would have to get out, go back in, create the group, and start all over again. Once that group is in here, I can do my online chasers car club and hit next, which I won't do because this is not my list, and it will update. I can go in and view my import history. It will show you the source, the status, imported and failed. Let's say I had 4 people that failed. You could click the hyperlink there on the number 4, and it will give you a spreadsheet that tells you why they failed. They will scrub the emails. Maybe it'll tell you the email is not any good. Or it could also potentially just tell you, hey, you already have this person in your system. If you are uploading a spreadsheet and you have Bob and Mary Smith, and you have Bob Smith, and then you have Mary Smith, and they share an email, it will not allow you to upload that email twice. So you may have Bob in here, but then Mary, you're going to have to add as a secondary person to Bob, unless she has her own email. So you can have, and I do in my system, if I click on Angie here, you'll see I have lots of different Angies, lots of Angie Myers. These are all me, except for Angie Taylor in the White Marsh office. She's the bomb. But you'll see that these are all me because they all have individual email addresses or phone numbers or things of that nature. So that is how you add a contact in the system. And I would be remiss if I did not show you how to manage your groups. We want to go to contacts. We want to go to manage groups. You can automate all of your marketing efforts by setting your groups up on campaigns and simply putting people into your groups. I don't like to use contact types except for the lead. You'll see sphere of influence. If you come in through my website and register, you will automatically be in my sphere of influence group. You will automatically receive any associated campaigns set up. So these 3. So I will have to go in and fix that. So there's only 2. Just my personal preference. Here I have an open house set up for a buyer. Anyone that I add as a buyer will automatically be in this group. They will automatically receive this particular campaign. There are info bubbles here. So again, contact types, associated campaigns. To learn more effectively about using your groups, click here. You do want to read through this in its entirety as well. Sorry, I'm giving you homework. There's a 3-minute video, and I like to let you know here, these are group ideas, common contact types, group ideas, suggested campaigns. If we have a buyer, we don't need all of these groups. We don't need all of the campaigns. Excuse me, I do say that because I have had agents that have gone in and set people up on all of the campaigns, and of course they unsubscribe because you are spamming them. Again, I would suggest 1 to 2, maybe a monthly newsletter and 1 additional campaign per month to set your contacts up on. And to add the group, that is probably the most simple thing that you'll do. To add this group, we're going to put new group here, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to hit save. Again, that's up at the top on the right-hand side. And then here you will see in alphabetical order, we have new group. Now, let's say I have this new group, and let's say I have 20 people in my new group, and I hit this X button here. Nothing's going to happen for a minute until it's just going to take it away. It's not going to say, are you sure? It's not going to say what. The 20 people are still in my database. They're just not grouped together. The best way I can explain it is when you buy like cilantro and it's got the rubber band on it. They're all grouped together. If you cut the rubber band, they're not grouped, but you still have it. So that's the best way for me to explain it. So again, you can see into contacts, into create contacts, or again, that import button. And you can hit a button there, and you can import your contacts. That way, I am able to assist you if you get stuck. You will not be the only agent that's ever gotten stuck. Please reach out. We can do a one-on-one appointment in person or virtually, I can also assist you with any of your other marketing needs, and I'll see you in the next one.